Well done, well done.
Mr. Politician, man.
You done a wonderful job at tear down with country demolition, man.
Welcome back to the show. Thanks for liking and subscribing. My God, politician take with the idiot in a Jamaica. You see this development we're going with the JLP government right now? Make sure so to talk to the elders them, because the elders them can tell you, The more me go through them something, and see where enough of them politicians have been going with, For me a pick me, me realize, say, I pop them dust to the pop down Jamaica. And I'm going to try to do it again. PNP government is a wicked and corrupted government. Them only call people corrupt because them corrupt. Tell us something, man. You have a term in psychology that is called projection. It means to say somebody will lie upon you and then them tell you, say, you are the liar. You have another thing named cognitive dissonance. It simply means you have two conflicting beliefs in your head. So, it's like the people them know say PNP bad for them, but them are die-hearted PNP. We have a culture of voting for PNP because PNP for many years, over 30 how much years, longer than that, have always convinced the Jamaican people, said them are the friends of the poor. But what they do is they give handouts to the poor and then them squander the rest of the country's money. Today we're going to talk about Trafigura. Shell WAIVER. Hit the like button, people. Petrojam being the government-owned oil refinery, that was the major provider of unleaded fuel that the government used. But what the government did was place prohibitive duties on the importation of other dealers. And in this case, it was Shell. So Shell was allowed to bring in duty-free petroleum while Petrojam suffered, and that was $29 million in 1991. This became a big scandal in the Manley administration to the point where PJ was made to resign. Somebody actually threatened and said, listen, PJ have to resign. So what Manley do? Manley use tactics again. Him just ask the cabinet members them to resign so he can go ahead and reshuffle like a card pot them are used. Now it's important to note that this incident took place in 1991, and yet who became the prime minister in 1992? The PJ Patterson, because when PJ resigned, he used the famous term, I shall return. And he did. He knew he was going to return, because he knows a game. So in every situation, it look like them have them fall guy. You see, Curran Spencer, new politician, came into the business. This guy was just basically doing what was being done, It was just the order of the day. Somebody has always taken the fall. And at this happened, PJ became not just the prime minister. In 1992, he became the longest serving prime minister, even through FinSac and all the other scandals that took place. PNP really just in the game to make money. And I suppose because they spend so much money on vote buying, so much money taking care of dons and taking care of all manner of people, they've always managed to convince people to vote for the party. So it makes you wonder. Andrew is in office right now, and in just 8 years, Andrew in the office, and I look at all of the developments that were going on. So this tell you, say, Jamaica could have been way better had we not had so many dishonest people in the government, so many crooked people. We have some more stuff to talk about Mark Golden, who are running the place now. So we're going to run through them a scandal real quick because we have bigger things. All I'm saying is that I'm talking about multiple billions of dollars worth of taxpayers' money gone down the drain because of this crooked political party. PNP has no moral authority to talk about corruption in this country. Before me touch the Trafigura case, Jamaica make a reason a little bit now. Sometimes them say you get caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. And sometimes you're faced with two evils. So make we be honest and be big people and talk about it. There are things that are going to happen on both sides that we don't like. If one party has been so bad that for so many years They no build no school, no hospital. There are so many billions of dollars in taxpayers' money gone down the drain because of scandal after scandal. Then you cannot compare that with somebody who you can point out and say, hey, that one have a problem over here, so, and this should have gone over here, so, and that did have gone over there, so. But we see one of the political party them building up Jamaica. The Bible says if you don't work, you're not supposed to eat, if you're not hungry, I don't can't work, I don't know how to work. You're not supposed to dead for hungry, man. So there is no justification in voting for a party to take care of your needs that you're supposed to take care of. So Andrew is providing jobs, and there are many opportunities right now. See there? Some of you can get all kind of scholarship, they don't know. Heart, they don't know. Call center, they don't know. Agriculture still open. All kind of opportunities for people who are open a business. Me know people who leave the office and gone into the farm, and them make when the free money is not around no more, the crime and the violence increase, And watch there. Even in the midst of the best economic state, Jamaica is also improving in terms of the crime. So all of the people that you hear are go around and them a protest and them a talk about corruption, foolishness them a talk. I wanna wise up poor people, you hear me? This Trafigura thing has always been interesting, Maybe because Trafigura is not quite the English word, but it's just the name of a company. Trafigura by here. So what happened with PNP now is that in 2006, Porsche basically say the PNP was broke and then they didn't have no money for funding campaign. So they had an oil deal with Trafigura where Trafigura paid them for some oil lifting transaction from Nigeria. The PNP end up transferring $37 million from the state funds in that transaction and then send it to Colin Campbell account. Of course, people like Portia Simpson Miller, Colin Campbell, Paul Well, I remember the other one who was also in this. So Bruce Golden called them out now and so how you for use state funds for your deal with campaign? Them tell lie and say, no man, and the Dutch company give us that as a donation towards our campaign. But when they contacted Trafigura by here, they found out that no, it was for a transaction that was done. The case has stayed in a court for very long, in about 16 years. Them say, no man, that was not for it, because as a part of Dutch law, you cannot have that kind of bribery in any kind of transaction. So they would rather accuse Trafigura Bahir of bribery than to admit the fact, say, at them take the money and use for campaign. So one of the big things that came out of this case, is that nobody wanted to testify. Nobody wanted to testify in court. Of course, they had to protect their rights. So politicians, they do have a way to lie, and deny. So that was Trafigura in a nutshell. Divert state fund to run campaign, tell lie, say it was a donation, and the matter went to court. And all when they go to Supreme Court, them still couldn't get off it. So this became a whole big thing, big scandal. But PNP again, PNP just have a problem when it come on to money. Them always find a way to get in a money problem. That's why we don't want them back in the government, because we know what's going to happen again. It's been right throughout their entire administrations. Every single administration at the PNP has been about corruption, one corruption or the other. We don't want these people in the government. This is a story I make me have to ask the question. Is Paul well? Really well? So, listen, this is a Nancy story now, So, somebody out of the blue decided to approach the NIBJ to come up with this company I went named NETSERV. What did NETSERV promise? 10,000 jobs at the end of 3 years. Big call center business. Here are the things that were missing from the MOU. There was no indication of shareholders or shareholdings of the company. Who else that invested in the company? We can't trace back nothing to them, the people there. There was no information of the company's credit history. But 200 and $2 million was disbursed to them. There were no potential clients. So if you work in a call center business, you know, say, without clients, a call center is just a room full of computers. You really have nothing else to do. And Paul will basically signed off and approved of all of this. By the time it reached down to about 7 months, the company already find itself in a money problem, end up in a receivership just like the company them in a finsack. Principal director was nowhere to be found. Guess what PJ say about that $202 million that went down the drain? It was a matter of youthful exuberance. Never take bad thing and make laugh. What a shame. So you're gonna tell me, say, they weren't paying attention to any of the key things Paul Well being in the position that he is? I tell you, I'm afraid of people like a Paul Well and Julia, them quiet people there. They're sneaky and some of them don't play fool for catch wise, you know. So Paul Well was just in the Trafigura one, CBN and NETSERV again, you know. The PNP is such a wasteful. Them people is not a legitimate political party. That happened all the way in 2001. And look, 23 years after, look at the kind of problem we're still keeping up. Listen, this politics thing is a big circus in a parliament, and that's why they behave like that. I mean, I tell people in Jamaica, I know so somebody said the other day, she said, Steady, I think you should talk to the policemen, the doctors, the nurses, the government workers, the middle class people, and tell them, make sure you go out and vote. And I agreed. Big up yourself for that feedback. Sensible people in Jamaica, it is time that y'all get to, the first thing is on a start vote to keep the right party in. As far as me concerned, the only set of people them that we can really get anything sensible out of are the ones in office. The PNP, them a try everything. All of them infighting now with the two political party within the PNP. The one PNP plus the risers. Be careful, Jamaica. We do not want this foolishness. Sensible people, make sure say on a vote, and when we vote, we need to start placing certain demands on Andrew Holness and Nigel for them to take the country even into a better future, a future in which we can continue to prosper. But we have no prosperity to see coming out of the PNP. I was looking at this one other situation yesterday in a St. Elizabeth, you know, about some land situation. I don't want to take up too much time in the video. But one of the things we say is that land was promised to people who did have farm lands in a centennial. When it came down to it, you know, them run off them the people off of the land, you know. And guess why I come up with the story? The same kind of people them in a couple other story. Who came in and got things? PNP activists. I am warning y'all through these things. You better be careful. We have much more to talk about, but I'm going to leave it right here. Follow the money and you will know what these people are doing. This is the Steady saying. Thanks for viewing. Like, share, and subscribe. Steady.